All This Stupid Talk. March 28, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. All day I have been listening to prattle about the meaning of the Fed takeover by the Treasury Department. All these people are running around spinning all sorts of interpretations about this. One group is sure it's the work of the evil New York Wall Street Jews. Another group is lauding and praising Trump as if he accomplished a miracle. Still more groups are evenly split, with some saying it's the end of the world and the rest saying it's the beginning of a new world. Listen to what your grandma is telling you. The Fed can't buy anything that isn't guaranteed by the government. The government that was pretending to be the civilian government of this country and never really was organized as a commercial corporation that violated its charter. It is in Chapter 7 Involuntary Bankruptcy Liquidation as a result. Okay. So, what can the Fed buy, if there is no government guaranteeing them anything, and their charter forbids them to buy anything that isn't guaranteed by a government? Think, grasshoppers. You all have brains and I am giving you the facts. The Fed was all dressed up with nowhere to go. Doing this little rearrangement with the bogus U.S. Treasury, aka IMF, which has no such noisome restrictions on what it can buy, lets the IMF take the risks and do the deals while the Fed washes its pretty hands of responsibility for impersonating and mischaracterizing and defrauding millions of Americans, all those SPVs you are hearing about, and invest in new SPVs. Oh, yeah? Now the U.S. Treasury, IMF, will take the rap for that, and the Fed will just provide the grease to create a whole new generation of special-purpose vehicles, new styles of names for me and you, used to defraud and racketeer against Americans. When Obama changed the special-purpose vehicles from names styled like this, John Michael Doe, to new special-purpose vehicles with names styled like this, John M. Doe, the banks got the TARP bailout for free, all funded on your backs and your public utility assets. So now what do you think the vermin are doing? They are trying to buy up your land estates and mineral resources at fire sale prices based on the false idea that you abandoned your natural birthright estate as an American, and they are using your own assets to do it. Yep, that's right. They are using your credit secured by your assets to buy themselves a first-position priority creditor interest in your estate. At your expense. And the only ones out here on the field carrying your torch and standing up for you? The United States of America. The members of your state assembly, which you stupidly haven't joined. Heck, you haven't even recorded your proper political status, have you? You haven't done one thing to protect yourselves and your families from being utterly, totally ripped off, have you? You are all just standing there with your mouths gaping open, thinking, this is our government. They wouldn't do anything bad to us, despite decades of abuses like this, despite decades of proof otherwise. There are no heroes, no red, no blue. There's just a whole lot of sanctimonious liars and crooks that you have failed to shut down and deal with. The Fed is the bank for the territorial pigs and the IMF is the bank for the municipal pigs, and you, folks, are playing the part of the trough in all of this. Can anyone shout fraud? Bank crime in progress. Fraud in progress. Red alert. More fraud incoming. American states and people protest Fed and IMF collusion in conspiracy against the constitutions and the people of this country. Can anyone hit these stupid generals upside the head and recall their duty for them? And how about Q, time to squash all that hope porn like a bug? Trump is cleaning the swamp, all right. Problem is, he's only cleaning half of it.